Hi, Kerem.
Hi, Erin. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
Good, good.
Excellent. Excellent. Do you have any plans for the weekend?
I think no. Probably we spend time in home
Okay.
and spend time with my baby.
Nice. Nice. And I forget, how old is your baby?
1.5 year old.
Oh, yeah, baby. A real baby.
Yes, real baby.
And is it a boy or a girl?
Boy. I have a son.
Is he walking yet?
Yes, he walks, he runs, he can shoot the ball.
Nice. Nice.
Yes, he can climb also.
So the house is, well, in English we would say we need to baby-proof the house. Meaning, have you heard that term before, baby-proof?
Yes, but for my son, it's not necessary. For my son, we should have parent protect equipment.
Okay, yeah. I think so. You need to adult-proof the house.
Yes, I need a helmet, vest, bulletproof vest, and shoulder protectors.
Yes, the whole 9 yards. That's funny. So today, did you want to continue on our lesson about the word stress?
Okay, we can continue.
Or did you have something else in mind?
No, we can find a subject and we can discuss about it. Maybe we can read an article with you.
Okay.
And then we can discuss it about.
Okay. Let me find an article, or did you have an article in mind?
No, I don't have any articles.
Okay.
I guess you had prepared something.
Well, I remember last time we were working on that chapter about syllable stress.
Yes, syllable stress.
But we had not finished that.
No, we finished that, and then we passed to a reading article, I think, about head transplantation.
Yeah. Did you take the test at the end of that? The syllable stress. Did you take the quiz at the end?
Yes, we got the quiz. We finished the quiz also.
I don't know. I think you might have done that on your own. I don't recall doing that with you. How did you score?
Let's do it together.
Okay, let me send it. Let me send it to you right now.
Okay.
Because I have no recollection of that. I thought we had only gotten halfway through, but let's.
I remembered I got 50%.
Oh, that's when you did it on your own.
Oh, really?
Now let's have. Yeah, you had done it when I first sent it to you. You took that on your own. So, and then we started working on it. So it is the last page.
What is word stress? Photographer, photographic. And
then
where is the quiz?
It's at the very end. After the rules, I think it's the very next page.
Why is word stress important?
Yeah, and then word stress quiz.
There's no quiz, Erin. I just see at the end of the page, why is word stress important? In a green arrow. Yes. May I click it?
Yes.
Okay, I clicked. Why is word stress important? Word stress where? Okay.
Click to the next page.
Last thing, word stress rules.
And then at the bottom of that is the word stress quiz.
Word stress quiz. Okay. Okay, word stress quiz. You can do this quiz online or print it on paper. It says your understanding of the word stress page. For each question, the correct choice is the one in which stress syllable is capitalized as in vocabulary. Can you pass me a plastic knife? course, it should be plastic. I want to be a photographer. Which photograph do you like best? Photograph. He was born in China. China. I think. No. Whose computer is this? Computer. Two. I can decide which book to borrow. Decide. Couldn't you understand what she was saying? Understand. Okay. Voting in elections is your most important duty. No, the most important duty is paying taxes.
Yeah, well,
important.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Who cares my vote? Nobody. Important. Okay. We had a really interesting conversation. Okay. How do you pronounce this word? Pronouns. Okay. Check answer. 60. Oh, why? Why is so poor?
Well, because I'm telling you, we didn't get past the last page when we were learning this, and those were all the ones that you got wrong. I guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
You got China wrong, correct?
Yes, China.
Okay. All right. So it's China.
Plastic photographer. Okay, let's check. Right. Photograph. Okay. Do you see my answers?
No, but I heard you saying
okay,
them.
China. Computer. Okay. Decide is wrong.
Yeah, it's decide.
Understand is wrong.
Now that's a rule. Understand in compound words, it's always the second part of the compound word that's emphasized.
Okay. Important is correct. Conversation. Okay, correct. Pronounce is wrong also. Three wrong. China, pronounce, and decide.
Okay. So
should
that's
be 4.
So,
wow. How my score is 60? It should be 70.
You must have gotten. Are you sure conversation was right?
Yes. Conversation. SA should be stressed. Okay, it's true. Pronounce wrong. Important true. Understand wrong. Decide wrong. Computer, of course, true. China. Decide. Okay. China, decide, understand, and pronounce. Okay, 4 mistakes.
Right, so that's the 4. Okay. All right. So you see that now. Pronouns. All right. Again, now I would just read through the last 2 chapters of this on your own, and let me come up with an article, because the ones you missed were on the last 2 chapters. So, but it was good. Next time it'll be 100% after you read those chapters. And I didn't really care for that head replacement article. So let me try and find something different here.
Okay.
All right, here I got something that seems pretty interesting. I would like to know more about. Let me send it to you. Copy. All right. Okay, so let's read this article.
Okay, breaking news. Lesson on break pads. The reading, listening, break pads, level 6.
Correct.
Okay. What is break pads?
Brake pads, when you brake in your car, when you hit the brakes, the pads are between the calipers.
Is it pedal?
No, the pads rub up against the metal disc, and they help to slow down.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
They're usually made out of ceramic.
We call it a similar word in Turkish like shoe.
Yes.
Break
yes,
shoe.
You're right.
Or something like that.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. There is a newly found menace on the roads that could be harming our health, brake pads from road vehicles. Vehicles. Scientists have discovered that toxic dust and metal particles from worn-out brake pads could have the same harmful impact on our bodies as diesel emissions. King's College London found that fine dust released when a vehicle brakes could cause a number of health problems. These include an inflammation of the lungs, reduced immunity and increased risk of respiratory problems, and serious infections like bronchitis or pneumonia. It is estimated that 93% of particulate pollution from traffic comes from sources such as tires, clutches, and brake wear and road dust.
Okay, very good. In the second sentence from the bottom, serious infections like bronchitis.
Oh, bronchitis? Bronchitis.
Yes.
Huh. Is it
Yeah,
in Turkish we called it bronchitis? Maybe I confused. Okay.
Yeah.
Bronchitis.
Sometimes, chitis. In this case, the CH is pronounced like a K. So bronchitis, it's whenever you see itis in English, it means inflammation. So encephalitis is inflammation of the brain. Bronchitis is inflammation of the bronchial tubes in your lungs.
Yes, I know.
Okay. And then in the last sentence, it's tires, clutches, and brake wear.
Tires, clutches, and brake wear.
Okay. All right, the next paragraph.
The scientists say brake dust could be the cause of condition they have dubbed London throat. Sufferers are the city dwellers, I don't know this word, who continually experience runny noses and irritating coughs and colds. These could be caused by people inhaling the brake dust. Metal particles coat the lungs and prevent cells in our immune system from clearing harmful bacteria. Researcher Dr. Ian Madway said dust from the various sources of friction within vehicles casts doubt on motor industry. Claims of zero-emission cars. He said there is no such thing as zero-emission vehicle, as regulations to reduce exhaust emissions kick in. The contribution from sources such as brake dust are likely to become more significant.
Okay, so city dweller is just somebody that lives in the city. There's another word, dwelling, which means home. So a dweller is someone who lives in a dwelling. So you would have country dwellers, city dwellers, suburban dwellers. It's just another word for people that live in a particular location. Okay. And everything else you understood? Everything else you pronounced very well.
I think almost all of them. There is a name. They call the name for it. London throat.
Oh, okay. Oh, dubbed.
Dubbed.
Is that what you meant? Dubbed. Dubbed just means named. It's another word for named.
It's like giving a nickname.
Well, yeah. I mean, it could just be naming it in general. They may not have had a name for it, so they started calling it London throat. So, a condition they have called London throat, they have named London throat, or they have dubbed London throat.
Yes, when you name something, It means that it happens occasionally.
Well, it means that it has not had a name before.
Mhm.
So it could be something new to science. So they don't know, there is no name for it, previous name. Now, of course, London throat is not the scientific name for it, but it would be the lay term, the
Okay.
layman's term for it.
I understand. There was a very funny scene from a movie. Maybe you watch it. Have you ever watched Broken Arrow?
I don't think so.
It's a second class action movie directed by John Woo, and in the movie John Travolta stars and Christian Slater, and in the movie nuclear missiles stolen, 2 nuclear missiles stolen, and in Pentagon they call these incidents Broken Arrow, and there is a CIA analyst shocked. Do you give this incident a name, Broken Arrow? Yes. Oh my God! So it's not the first time that a nuclear weapon is stolen. Several times.
Okay.
So you gave a name
You
for
named
it.
it. Okay, all right.
It's an incident. We called it Broken Arrow. It
Yeah,
means that several times the nuclear missile stolen.
Yes, that they couldn't just say the incident; they had to specify because there was more than one.
Yes.
All right, I get it. So yeah, you could say they dubbed it Broken Arrow.
Okay.
But you are going to hear that more in British English than you will in U.S. English. Usually in U.S. movies are dubbed, and that's a foreign movie is going to be dubbed into English. So the speakers, it's the same actors, but the voices that are coming out are in English. So that movie was dubbed.
No.
But yeah, okay. So let's do the vocabulary. So scroll down a little.
Okay, warm-ups. Our immune system. Students walk around the class and talk to other students. Am I reading the right place?
No, the next one down. After that, vocabulary.
Okay, vocabulary. Paragraph 1. Manners. Vehicle. Toxic. Particle. Emissions. Inflammation. Infection. Okay, let's check the answers. Start from the easy one. Vehicle. A thing used for transporting people, D, of course, is vehicle.
Okay. Can you read the whole sentence?
A thing used for transporting people or goods, especially on land, such as car, truck, or cart.
Okay. And that's pronounced, it's vehicle.
Vehicle. Okay, vehicle.
Okay.
Third one, toxic, also easy. Poisonous. Okay. Probably. F. Yep. Particle, it means small parts, tiny parts. Let's find. Tiny, yes, E, a tiny bit of matter.
Okay.
It's particle. Emission is, how can I say, exhaust or pollute something, probably. The production of, release of something, especially gas or radiation.
Read that sentence again. You missed the word.
C, the emissions.
Okay.
The production and release of something, especially gas or radiation.
Okay.
Okay. Inflammation and infection. It's very similar. Inflammation is probably A, the state of a person, animal or plant being affected with a disease causing organism.
No, that's incorrect.
Really? Oh, so A is infection, probably.
Yes.
And inflammation is G, a physical condition where part of body becomes red, swollen, hot, and often painful, especially as a reaction to injury or infection. Okay. This is inflammation. And manus, left. A person or thing that likely to cause harm, a threat, or danger, left.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
All right. Paragraph 2.
Paragraph 2. Okay. Dubbed, give an unofficial name or nickname to someone or something.
Okay.
H. Dweller, you told me someone lives someplace. So a person or animal that lives in or at a specified place.
Okay.
Is it the same with settler?
Well, settler is someone that's just recently moved there and settled the area.
Settled.
Now, after the settler comes in, maybe the dwellers move in.
Okay.
Okay.
Irritating. The action of one surface or object rubbing against another.
No, that's
can
incorrect.
Be, no, it's not. It's irritating is different. Causing annoyance to a part of the body.
Yes, and people can be irritating. Things can be irritating. It doesn't have to be a physical thing.
I know. Can be psychologically. Hate someone.
Yes. Not hate. I mean, irritating is just they bug you. You don't hate them. You just sometimes don't want to be around them. I mean, even friends or family can sometimes be irritating.
When they talk too much.
Yes. So it's not a hate thing. It's just a inconvenience.
Okay.
All right.
Quote. Quote. There are several meanings of quote, I know.
Yes, but it sort of goes back to the same.
Quote, it's covering meaning of cover. Okay, the action of one surface or object rubbing against another.
No.
Sorry. Form a covering to something.
Yes. So so when you put on a coat, you're covering yourself.
Yes, I know. A coat, like a jacket. Or
a coat of
coating is we use this in industry. Yes.
Whenever you put something on top of something else to cover it, you are coating it.
Okay. Sometimes in industry they use coat for painting.
Yes. And in English we say we put on a coat of paint.
Okay. Inhaling is breathing, I know, and breathing in air, gas, smoke, etc.
Okay.
Friction. Kicking. Friction. Become activated, come into effect. No, it's kicking. So friction is the action of one surface or object rubbing against another. I don't know.
Yes, that's the answer.
Friction.
Yes.
I heard this word. Where?
You will hear it a lot. Well, it is the action of one surface or object causing or rubbing against another. So when the brake pads hit against the metal, friction is created and little particles come off. And heat is created. Lightning is kicking in.
Kicking in.
No, it's kicking.
This is kicking. I think starting something. Like kickoff.
Which letter is that?
Become activated, come into effect.
Yes. The medication, the pain medication just kicked in. I'm not in pain anymore. The air conditioning just kicked in. I feel cooler.
Okay. It means effect. As affected.
Or to start up. You know, when in football, after a penalty, you kick the ball in, right? From the sideline. Like it restarts the game.
I know. Also, the start of the game is kickoff.
Yeah. But what happens when you have like a penalty and don't you kick in from the sideline? To restart the game. So yeah, it just means something starts to take effect.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I understand.
So let's do the true false.
Okay. The article said new brake pads cause the most harm. False.
Okay, correct.
There is nothing about new or old.
Yes.
It's just saying about the harm of the brake pads.
Yes.
Okay. 2. A scientist said brake pad dust can cause things like pneumonia. I think probably true, but I'm not sure. Let me check the paragraph. The first paragraph said something like that, but
yes.
In the article, I think it's false because the article says that, not the scientists.
Well,
I think in second paragraph, scientists says different thing.
Yeah, but
am I right?
Well, in the first paragraph, they mention scientists have discovered the toxic dust. King's College London found that the fine dust
released when a vehicle brakes could cause a number of problems.
Yes.
These include, we can accept scientists say.
Yes.
Okay, it's true. Okay. Around 93% of traffic emissions come from car exhausts. Let's check. These information lines to this emission. No, 93% of traffic emission comes from car. No, not car exhaust. 93% for different reasons.
Yes.
So it's false.
Correct. Very good.
The clutch in cars also cause pollution.
The
clutches. Let's check something written like that. Yes, in the same sentence, 93% from such as tires clutches. It's true. Okay. Correct. Scientists said brake pads could cause something called London throat. Okay, it's true.
Yes.
They named it. Metal particles in brake pad dust stop our immune system doing its job. It's true.
Correct.
I think, because in the article generally trying to explain this.
Yes.
A researcher said there is no...
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, what?
Well, they specifically said metal particles. So that is
yes. A researcher said there is no such things as zero emission vehicles. True.
Okay.
A scientist said the brake pads dust problem is now reducing. No, in this article there is nothing about it.
No, you're right.
Okay, false.
Okay, excellent. And how much time do we have left? Okay, we have plenty of time.
0.
Are we done?
Yes.
All right, excellent.
It's over.
Excellent.
Thank you for this practice.
Sure, and I think you booked a class with me next week. So I'll find us...
yes, I think on Monday.
Okay, I'll find us something good.
Okay, let's discuss.
Okay. All right, maybe we can... Yeah.
See you then, Bye-bye.
All right, bye.